Okay, in this video, we're just going to take a look at going over an example of calculating overhead rates and how to apply overhead if you have an ABC system. An ABC system can be a lot more accurate than just having one plant-wide rate like we did in the previous videos. So here is Rio Novo's, that's the name of the company, and they've calculated on their Portobello plant, they estimated how much cost they would have for each activity. And setting up these activities, figuring out which activities you're going to have overhead for, is part of the thing. So you have to look at your products and how they're made, what type of activities that are utilized. So here they determined these 4 activities: setting up the equipment to make a run of the products, moving the goods from one section where they run through and some of it gets built, then they have to move that to some other area of the plant. The machining and the assembly of pieces. Okay, and so those are the 4 steps that they determined. And here, the 1,000, the 1,000, the 1,500, and the 500 are the costs, estimated total costs that they're going to have for setting up equipment next year, or if it's for a month, whatever. Okay, and the estimated total for moving goods, the estimated total for machining, and the estimated total for the assembly activity. Then you have to figure out a driver for each activity. So what drives the setting up of equipment activity? Well, how many hours are spent setting up the equipment? Okay, and we think there's going to be 4 hours of setup time put in next period. Okay, moving goods. Well, how many numbers of moves do we have to make? Some products have to be moved 3 times. Some have to be more or less times, whatever. So how many number of moves total do we think there's going to be during the period? 10. Machining, we think is the driver is going to be machine hours. How many hours is the machine running? Okay, and we think that's going to be 50 machine hours for the period. And assembly, and that is usually human labor, assembling the different pieces that have come from various places in the factory. And so we're going to use direct labor hours, and we think there's going to be 100 of those during the period. So now we have everything we need to calculate out activity-based overhead rate. Okay, so we take it's very simple, just like we did back for the single rate. If we were going to do a single rate for all of this, we would add up all of these costs, the 1,000, the 1,000, the 1,500, and the 500. So that'd be a total of $4,000, but then we would have to have 1 driver. So if the direct labor hours for all of these things was maybe 200 instead of 100, then we would take this 4,000 divided by the 200 total direct labor hours that we needed for everything. That would give us a plant-wide single rate. In this case, we're having a separate rate for each one of these 4 activities. So we're still using the same formula. We're taking the estimated total cost of that overhead activity divided it by the estimated total cost driver for that activity. So 1,000 divided by 4 will be for the setting up of equipment, what that overhead rate will be. Moving goods, 1,000 divided by 10. Machining, 1,500 divided by 50. And assembly, 500 divided by 100. So for our setup, that 1,000 divided by 4, that's $250 of overhead per setup hour. And so for one job, if it's going to require one setup hour for that job, then we would add $250 of activity overhead to that job. Materials and handling rate, $1,000 divided by the 10 moves is $100 per move. So if we had one job that had 2 moves, we would have 100 times 2, and we would add that to that job cost for overhead. Machining, if that was 1,500 divided by 50 machine hours, is $30 per machine hour. So we would have to see how many machine hours that particular job needed, and we would multiply it by 30 to apply the ABC overhead for that job. The assembly is 500 divided by 100 direct labor hours, so that's $5 per direct labor hour. And we would just see how many direct labor hours did that job need, multiply it by 5. Now, if one particular job needed 1 setup hour and 2 moves and 3 machine hours and 5 direct labor hours, then we would have to get all 4 of those together, add them all up, and that's the total that would be applied to that job on the job cost sheet. All right, and this helps to solve a problem of cost distortion that can happen if you're just using one single plant-wide rate for everything, because different jobs, some of the jobs maybe don't need to set up equipment. Other jobs need more or less moves, handling moves, etc., more or less direct labor hours in assembly. And so if you're just using one rate and you're applying that one rate to all the jobs equally, then that can end up getting distorted. Whereas if you have these activities and you are then able to assign the rates based on how much of each activity that a particular job used, then you will have a much more accurate product cost. Okay, so here is just an overview of Rio Novo's costs. They have 2 different types of products. They have the deluxe and they have the regular model. Now, the deluxe, they only make 10 units of the deluxe per year, and they make 100 units of the regular per year. The prime cost, remember, the prime cost is our direct materials and our direct labor. So direct materials and direct labor for deluxe is 800. Direct materials, direct labor for regular is 8,000. The setup hours for a deluxe, we need 3 setup hours. And for regular, we only need 1 setup hour. And remember, the activity rate that we just calculated was $250 per setup hour. So on the regular, we're going to take 1 times 250, and that's $250 is going to be applied toward overhead for regular. Whereas the deluxe takes 3 setup hours 3 times 250 is 750 that's going to be applied to the deluxe model. The number of moves, the deluxe model requires 6, regular requires 4. Okay, and so again, we take how many moves times the $100 per move, and that's how much overhead gets applied to those. The machine hours, deluxe takes 10, regular takes 40. And direct labor hours, the deluxe takes 20, and the regular takes 80. So here's where it's all calculated out. So at the top, for the deluxe, is the prime cost that we know is $800. The regular prime cost, the direct materials, direct labor, of $8,000 for regular. Now for the setups, the 3 setup hours for the deluxe times 250 is $750, and 1 setup hour for regular. And moving, 6 moves times 100 for deluxe, 4 moves times 100 for regular. Machining has 10 machine hours for deluxe times 30 is 300. For the regular, we have 40 machine hours times 30 is 1200. For assembly, we have 20 direct labor hours times $5 per direct labor hour for deluxe, and 80 times 5 is 400 for regular. Now I can add up all the deluxe costs, the prime plus all of their various activity-based overhead, and that is $2,550 we're going to spend on building the deluxe models. And that's 10 of those models that we have built. So $2,550 divided by the 10 is $255 per unit of deluxe that it cost us to make that product for direct materials, direct labor, and overhead. For regular, we add up all the prime costs and plus all these overheads, and we get $10,250. Now we make 100 regulars, and so we take the $10,250 divided by the 100 units that we make, and that gives us $102.50 per unit is what it cost us to make a regular model unit. Okay, again, if we take a look at the one single plant-wide, we would take the total overhead cost divided by the total direct labor hours. Whereas with the activity, it reflects the pattern of overhead consumption and is therefore more accurate. This gives us another example. What if we were doing activities for a credit card department? Okay, and so first we have to figure out what activities do we have. Again, they came up with 4. There might be 3, there might be 100, whatever. Okay, but they're going to figure out what activities there are, what types of functions are done within those activities, what is the cost object, and what is the activity driver. Then they can figure out the total cost for each of these activities, the total amount of driver for each of that activity, and then they can come up with an activity-based rate.